Well, hello, everybody. Welcome into another edition of Brainley's Virtual Tour Live. So glad to have you. We have a lot to get to. Yes, we do. Yes, and listen, it's so much so. There's a Pine Bluff native from Pine Bluff, Arkansas. That's a part of Black history. We'll talk about it. Of course, more news with Caesars and MGM. The news just keeps coming. Of course, the FDA is coming through in a major way when it comes to hair. There is a black woman making a brand new app for the social content creator economy. And of course, Bow Wow is in the news. And then, of course, Janelle. Janelle, what are we doing, gorgeous? What are we doing here? Ready to Love just wrapped up, and you are in the news. So, with that being said, it's time to do what we do and go live on tour. Y'all ready to do what we do? Let's do what we do, shall we? Hi, everybody. Oh, goody. Hi, everybody. It is so good to have all of you here. This is just too good. So glad that all of you here. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hello, P and 2 Ross. Glad to have you here. All right. So let's do what we do. Okay, let's do what we do. I forgot to add the app thing, but anyway, y'all saw the thumbnail. All right, so let's get to it. So this first story, very proud to bring to y'all, um, because I truly thought that this was so important. So check this out here. Okay, so Pine Bluff native was the first voice of Soul Train. You heard me right. That man right there, Joe Cobb, spent more than 35 years in radio broadcasting and owns and operates Ginger's Popcorn Shop in Hot Springs, Arkansas. Is well known for voicing the original Soul Train introduction. Cobb, the 79-year-old owner and operator of Ginger's, has been in the popcorn business for more than 24 years. Even with the long range success of this business, Cobb is known for a great deal more than selling popcorn. Originally from Little Rock, Cobb attended Arkansas's Agricultural, Mechanical, and Normal College, known now as the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff, home of them mighty Golden Lions. Yes, indeed. During this time, he was interested in studying communication and broadcasting. Unfortunately, AM&N College did not offer that degree plan at the time. Determined to pursue a career in broadcasting, he went to a radio station in Pine Bluff and asked for a job. Cobb was hired as a college freshman, working for the station for about 2 years before he dropped out of college to pursue his passion. This passion for radio broadcasting led him to Chicago. That's right, y'all. It led him to Chicago. Yes, indeed. As you guys know, 107.5 WGCI FM Chicago, where we play the hits, and V103, legendary stations there. Um, just after 2 weeks, the 19-year-old landed a job during the morning drive with the WBVEE radio station in Chicago. Cobb remained at the radio station for 8 months before taking a job at WVON Radio. WVON AM radio still airs today. Yes, it does. Lord Jesus, that mermaid dress. Okay, stop distracting me, Fashion Nova. Jesus Christ. In the late 1960s, Cobbs crossed paths with the Don Cornelius, who worked in the news department of WVON. The two formed a local traveling concert to three different high schools every Friday, which became the concept of Cornelius's hit show. In 1970, Cornelius created the television show Soul Train. Cobb created and voiced the now infamous Soul Train Scream and Yell that's featured in the introduction. Cobb also chose the original theme song um, for the show, Hot Potato by the Ramrods. Cobb's involvement continued for years as they called on his creative radio elements numerous times. His voice also became nationally recognizable following the success of Soul Train. In later years, another Pine Bluff resident who would win two Soul Train awards in 2009 and 2014 for gospel inspirational songs. Smokey Norfolk, a Grammy Award-winning gospel singer, pianist, and pastor of the Victory Cathedral Worship Center in Bolingbrook, Illinois. Spent his developing years in Pine Bluff, attending middle school, high school, ultimately graduating from the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff with a bachelor degree in history. In 2020, Norfolk was the commencement speaker for UAPB's 162nd ceremony. By the way, this right here, I just gotta, oh Lord, this right here, I know we're taking a little detour here on virtual tour. Is it even pulling up for y'all? Let me see. No, it's not. Okay. Anyway, anyway, glad to have y'all here. I'll show y'all the picture in a minute because this is a gorgeous picture. But anyway, this article is from ExplorePineBluff.com, a program of the Pine Bluff Advertising Promotion Convention. So shout out to Nifa O. Bernard for this article from ExplorePineBluff.com. So how awesome is that? All right, that was absolutely amazing. See, Arkansas is known worldwide like we're the home of Ebony and Jet Magazine. We're the home of Dave and Buster's, Lunel, the young woman from Wayne to Exhale, Dion Cole. Like, we got people who are legendary from Arkansas, okay? I'm just keeping it real with y'all. Taisha J, good evening to you. Monica McCoy, welcome in. Yeah, Arkansas is known, okay? Arkansas is known. I just want to put some respect on my damn state. By the way, the choreographer for the halftime show in LA, you know, the one with Ice Cube and Snoop Dogg and Mary J and 50 Cent that won an Emmy Award. Yes, indeed. So this right here, this is a crime. That all that beauty is a crime. Okay, I just had to share that. Anyway, I'm going to click off of that as we get back on our tour here. So I told y'all that there is more information about Caesar's Palace and MGM. Well, listen, let's get into it, y'all. There are many people in Las Vegas right now. Thousands of Las Vegas workers to picket MGM and Caesars casinos, okay? So, thousands of Las Vegas workers will picket MGM Resorts and Caesars Entertainment casinos on Thursday for the first time in nearly 2 decades, the union says, as they contemplate a possible strike. The culinary workers and bartenders unions seek a new 5-year contract with improved wages and benefits as casino operators post record profits. In prior negotiations, a strike threat was enough to spur a deal, but these talks have been slow, union representatives said on Monday. We're not really seeing anything that's sufficient to try to avert a strike, and that's unfortunate, Ted Papa George, Secretary Treasurer for the Culinary Union, told reporters union workers will picket in front of 8 MGM and Caesars Resort locations on Thursday. The unions have asked casino customers not to cross picket lines. Unions in the auto, rail, healthcare, and other industry have kept companies off balance in the recent months with labor actions. The unions are among the most powerful in the United States, representing 53,000 hospitality workers in Las Vegas. The unions met last week with MGM, Caesars, and Wynn Resorts, the 3 largest private employers in Las Vegas. Papa George said that the negotiations were very disappointing, and the companies did not make substantive wage proposals. The unions are demanding higher wages, stronger protections against new technology that may threaten jobs, lower housekeeping quotas, and improve safety. MGM Resorts and Caesars Entertainment Resorts did not respond to a Reuters request for comment. Some 95% of union members voted in September to authorize a citywide strike. The tourism is the city's lifeblood, and Las Vegas is gearing up for major events, including a Formula One race expected to bring in more than 100,000 tourists to the city in November. There's also a Super Bowl coming to Las Vegas, in case you guys did not know that. In August, there were 7% fewer visitors in Las Vegas than in August 2019 before the pandemic, but room rates were more than 30% higher. MGM has said that every 1% increase in wages will add about 10 million to labor costs, according to Trucit's annual analyst Barry Jonas. He estimated wage increases could cost Caesars 40 million to 60 million a year, and double that for MGM based on their employee count. So, what do I have to say to all of that? I mean, at the end of the day, like, y'all really, like, MGM just paid like half of a $30 million ransom because of the cyber attack. So don't sit up here and tell me that y'all don't have money. Okay, I don't have money. Y'all got money. Okay, like y'all having a Formula One race coming to Las Vegas. Y'all having a Super Bowl coming. Y'all got money. Pay these people. I mean, think about it. These bartenders, these waitresses, these housekeeping people keep Las Vegas running. It's the adult capital of the world. People go there to release themselves in more ways than one. Okay. Some of them release themselves in the hotel room. Some of them release themselves with bunnies and they drip and ranch everywhere all around the bedroom walls. Okay. So pay the people their worth. Okay. Just pay the damn people. Sexy mommy 6 at 60. Welcome in. PNG Ross says, my father in law is from Magnolia, Arkansas. My beloved late pastor is from Camden, Arkansas. So I understand a little for Arkansas. Absolutely the love for Arkansas. We got legends, and Braden Lee will be another legend too. Damn straight about it. There's so many people. By the way, Dave and Buster's, for those of you who don't know, Dave and Buster's was founded in Little Rock, Arkansas. That's right. So every time you get a drink, thank Arkansas for that. Of course, Walmart and Tyson and so many other places as well. So, yeah. Some people, the building, like, comment, share, and subscribe. We are live on tour. We were just talking about MGM. MGM. Um, there's some culinary workers that will be on strike this Thursday. Okay, so speaking of that, more information with Caesars. Let me, and don't worry, y'all. We'll go back in to put the app name in there. I totally forgot about. I'm so sorry, but I am going to. But I have it on the thumbnail, so I will cover it. So let me see here. Okay, here it is. All right. So Caesars releases new details on cyber attack. Um, so it says here, Caesars Entertainment has notified the Attorney General's office of the state of Maine about the cyber attack that is believed to have compromised the data of the company's customers. The notification, statutorily required under Maine law, says that 41,397 Maine residents were affected by the attack. In Caesar's filing, the total number of persons affected by the breach was listed as to be determined. Notification says Caesars was the victim of a social engineering attack on an outsourced IT vendor that resulted in authorized access on August 18th, 2023 to Caesars network and the um, exfiltration of data beginning on or around August 23rd, 2023, which Caesars subconsciously confirmed on September 7th, 2023, including personal information of the state's residents. The form said the criminals acquired names and other personal identifiers in combination with a driver's license number or non-driver identification number. Notification to Maine authorities came on the same day Caesars disclosed the breach publicly in a Securities and Exchange Commission filing or commission update to a September 14th filing. After detecting the suspicious activity, we quickly activated our incident response protocols and implemented a series of containment and remediation measures. The company said, filing, the company also launched an ongoing investigation engaged in cybersecurity firms to assist and notify law enforcement and state gambling regulators. Once the incident was contained, we initiate a detailed review to identify any sensitive personal information contained in the data acquired by the authorized actor as a part of the incident. So Caesars is encouraging its customers to monitor its own accounts for suspicious activity. While we do not have a specific reason to believe that you are at risk of identity theft or fraud as a result of this incident, it's always good to practice to be vigilant by regularly reviewing your account statements and monitoring any available credit reports for suspicious activity. The company said we also generally encourage you to take care in identifying calls, emails, or SMS text messages that appear to be spam or fraudulent phishing to avoid opening links or attachments sent from untrusted sources. That's from Las Vegas Review Journal. This thing just, hey, Nikki P, we gotta talk. I miss you, Nikki P. It's good to see you. And hello, Annette GL. Glad to have you here as well. Honestly, like I said, y'all, at the end of the day with this, look, Caesars, I understand that's going to cost y'all to pay the wages of the workers. But guess what? Do you want pissed off customers? Because let me tell you something. Everybody who goes to Vegas was in the beginning at one point in time in order to stay at Caesars. You understand? So just pay the workers. And there is like 9 lawsuits combined between MGM and Caesars Entertainment. Pay these people. I know that, it wasn't y'all fault, but guess what? Y'all responsible for their information. With Caesars, it came out to their Caesars rewards personal information be out. There was one customer that was around for 20 years. Paid the customers, pay the wages, y'all. If y'all could have a suite where celebrities have to pay $20,000 a night and y'all take their money, y'all can get money. Okay, that's just me. That's just me. So, hello, Annette. Welcome in. Glad to have you here. 9 people in the building. Thank you so much for being here. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. We are just on tour. The next thing, when I saw this story from Black Enterprise, I had to say something about it. Okay, so this comes to us from. Wait for it. Wait for it. Yes, you see the headline right there. That's right. Pressure from Black Congresswoman leads to FDA proposed crackdown on toxic chemicals in relaxers. This comes from Naya Abdul Rahman. So after pressure by U.S. Representatives Anya Presley and Chantel Brown to ensure the safety of chemical hair straightening products known as relaxers to the public, the Food and Drug Administration is proposing new legislation that may shake up the hair industry. The FDA is proposing a crackdown on formaldehyde found in the ingredients of many relaxer products, and it is considering a ban on the usage, including chemicals that release a toxic gas. Congresswoman Presley, who revealed to the public of her diagnosis of alopecia in 2020, applauded the FDA in a new statement to the Root for taking a stand against the dangerous chemical which threatens the health and safety of one's hair and body in general. The FDA's proposal to ban these harmful chemicals in hair straighteners and relaxers is a win for public health, especially the health of Black women who are disproportionately put at risk by these products as a result of systemic racism and anti-Black hair sentiment. Praise Presley. For those of you who don't know, there was a thing called the Crown Act, where basically it is the act of Black women. It's a law that Black women can have the hair that they want because there was some company being stupid, being a waste of life, not having any brain cells that can form a brain to think, to tell a woman what she should do with her hair. Just really? Okay. But they told y'all what to do with y'all money. If they told y'all what to do with y'all ding dong, y'all would be all upset. But it is what it is because most of these businesses are run by white men. Okay? And we have DEI divisions. And yes, there are Black people in executive positions. Let me not negate that. But still, you have no right to tell a Black woman what she should do with her hair if, women can't tell y'all what to do with y'all ding dong because some of y'all should not be fathers. Okay, some people should not be mothers, but that's neither here nor there. The point is, the Congresswoman stated that this win will greatly impact Black women who have historically undergone the chemical procedure on their hair amidst the pressure to adhere to westernized beauty standards. The elected officials previously spoke to the news outlet in March on the extreme politicization of hair that led to the widespread usage of harmful relaxers to achieve a more publicly accepted style. As a result of anti-black hair sentiment. Rather, black women have been unfairly subjected to scrutiny and forced to navigate the extreme politicization of hair. Hence, generations of black women have adapted by straightening their hair in an attempt to achieve social economic advancement. Manufacturers of chemical straighteners have gained enormous profits, but recent findings unveil potentially significant negative health consequences associated with these products. While no ban has been enacted, the FDA awareness of the toxicity found in relaxers is a step in the right direction, especially the harmful chemicals that have linked to cancer and infertility. So, shout out to the FDA for doing that. I hope that the ban is happening very soon, and black women um, should be able to wear their hair the way they want to. As it says in the song, never trust a big behind an afro and a smile. Okay, that afro make you do some things. Hashtag Foxy Cleopatra. Amen. Praise him. Hallelujah. Anyway, as we roll on this tour here, I'm excited to bring you this next one here. I always try to mention the good that's on social media. And a former TikTok employee is creating a social app for content creators to network and spill the tea. Canopy is a new peer-to-peer social networking app for content creators to connect and crowdsource information, and for lack of a better term, spill the tea. The company announced today the launch of its pilot program with plans to onboard 1,000 influencers. Canopy hopes that the program will help build critical mass on the platform and our core content niches: beauty, fashion, and lifestyle. Ayomi Samaraweera, Canopy founder and CEO, told TechCrunch. To gain early access, creators can sign up on Canopy's website. There are currently 1,200 people on the wait list. In addition to the pilot, Canopy will test three potential monetization paths, including a monthly subscription service that offers educational resources like a webinar series, in-person events, and accountability groups. The company will also experiment with a research marketplace that connects brands with creators, as well as a community management section for talent, agencies, and companies. As you can see right there, the app is open to all types of creators, such as pop culture, gaming, food, or for even those who post adult content. However, Campy primarily targets beauty, fashion, lifestyle creators because those are the niches that have the highest earning potential and spending power. Um, Sami Samaria explained, therefore, those types of creators are usually people who take it seriously and want to build a full time career out of it. Canopy accepts influencers from most major platforms, including TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, OnlyFans, Pinterest, LinkedIn, and Snapchat. It's interesting that Clubhouse is not on here, but okay. Currently, the required follow count to join Campy is between 1,000 and 100,000. However, it will be open to all content, to all creators in the future. Like Reddit and Twitter. Nobody calls it X. That is a letter of the alphabet on Sesame Street. It's called Twitter. Canopy has features that you would expect on a social networking app: posts, comments, likes, profiles, and so on. Users can also join branches or groups that focus on certain topics such as brand partnerships, pay transparency, industry news, mental health, events and programming, monetization opportunities, platform algorithms, talent agencies, and more. Notably, everyone is anonymous on Campy in hopes of fostering a safe space for creators to share their frustrations about the industry and ask questions without the fear of judgment. All that users know is where they're from and what type of content they create. For example, the account name could be known as NY Fashion Creator, also known as New York Fashion Creator. When speaking to creators, Samara Weir found that they like the sense of anonymity on that because they don't want to damage their own careers or upset anyone if they want to share a bad experience of a brand or warn others about potential scam. It's also helpful for new and rising creators to learn about the space, make friends with people in the industry, and build up their network. There doesn't need to be so much hierarchy and gatekeeping. um, Samir Ria said. 1 in 4 Gen Zers want to become a content creator, but there is no college degree or clear path on how to do that. She adds, citing a 2022 survey from Higher Visibility. The app also has a branch group called Creator Collabs, where creators can be more open about their identities and arrange in person meetups. Canopy plans to introduce a toggle feature at the end of October, letting creators choose between staying anonymous and revealing their names. Additionally, Canopy plans to launch a reward system called Aura Points at the end of the year that rewards creators for responding to posts, sharing useful information, and writing posts that get a lot of engagement. The points can be redeemed for creators' tools, editing equipment, and subscription services that enhances their skills. Okay, then. Not only is Samaraweera a ex TikTok employee who have worked in internal communications, but she is a TikToker with more than 25,000 followers. Most recently, Samira Weir worked at a creator growth company called Jelly Smack as the chief staff to the president, where she gained valuable insights about the creator economy. Samir Wia developed Canopy to address the issues that she experienced herself when growing her TikTok audience. While I was making my content, it was a very painful journey. She said, I was able to grow my account, but when I was doing it, I remember thinking this is so hard. It's also very lonely because so much of being a creator is learning through trial and error. I believe this process can be sped up if we share information with each other. The company is backed by Hustle Fund VC, the founders of Jelly Smack, Senior Atkins, the president of Jelly Smack, plus Canopy was recently accepted into Techstars Seattle. In total, Canopy has raised $240,000. Congratulations on that. Well done. Well done. Listen, I try my best to bring y'all good news. Some people want to stay in drama because they were born as drama, because they move as drama. But I try to give y'all enough drama where you'll be entertained. Hashtag are you not entertained? But also too, I try to give y'all something inspirational too. So shout out to her. I did sign up for it. Now, iPhone. I have an iPhone, but I don't know where the charger is. So, listen. But I wanted to bring that story to y'all. So, with that being said, y'all, Bow Wow is in the news. Lord help me. Bow Wow is in the news. This comes to us from the Takeout. So, give me a moment as this pops up here. So, y'all see Bow right there. Now, before I read this story, there is another y'all should know. So, Bow Wow and Keisha Shantae worked on 106 apart. Apparently, apparently, um, they were both at Sony Records, and the shorty like mine. Y'all know the iconic song with Chris Brown. Well, Keisha Shantae was supposed to be the video girl or the video vixen in Bow Wow's video. However, Bow Wow got fresh and tried to have a good time with her, and then she rejected him. So that beef just recently came out. But with that being said, away we go on this. So fans dragged Bow Wow over Erica Mena shade. Fans dragged Bow Wow after he tried to hop on the Erica Mena hate train by throwing some unnecessary hate her way. Now I don't know if it's hate, okay? I don't know if it's hate, but oh, by the way, this brand here, African Print Clothing, right there, y'all. African Print Clothing, they're an amazing brand. I wish for the event that I was going to, I could wear some of that. I will see, but anyway, back to this. Erica Mena has started several Tubi movies. Tubby, I don't know what that is. I don't. Everybody's talking about Tubby. I don't know what the f y'all are talking about. I don't know what that is. Y'all crazy. I don't know what y'all are talking about. So instead of me telling y'all about it, let me just play it for y'all. I'm gonna mute my mic real quick. Y'all give me a moment. Y'all give me one moment, okay?
Tubby. I don't know what that is. Why is everybody typing Tubby? I don't know what that is. It's pronounced to be. What the fuck is Tubby? What is Tubby? You said Teletubbies? What is Tubby? Everybody's typing Tubby. I don't know what the fuck that is. I don't know what y'all talking about. Everybody, Everybody talking about Tubby. I don't know what that is. To be like y'all crazy. I don't know what y'all talking about. Too big? What the fuck? Hey Mel, fuck is Tubby?
Huh?
What is Tubby?
Tubby?
Yeah.
What you talking about?
It says a network.
Tubi.
What?
Tubi.
I ain't never heard no shit.
Tubi. It's an app. It's Play TV. It's free.
What?
Shit, I be watching. I don't like paying for Netflix and shit.
Oh, so it's like Netflix?
Yeah, but it's just free movies and shit.
Like what's on there?
You got mad movies on there. I be telling you.
My movies are on there?
Yeah, Roll Bells, motherfucking, they had like Mike on there. Fucking,
I never heard of that.
The Johnson's Family.
What does it look like?
It's an app, man. What are you talking about?
Like what's their logo? I've never heard of this shit.
It's TUBI. It's on your TV.
So they don't got no logo. Y'all just put me on something. I never heard of that. I've been pronouncing it wrong. I thought it was Tubby.
Oh, bow. So fans responded in the comments. The fact that he's dragging it so much, he's lying. Is he low-key trying to use Erica Mena because all her moves are on there? At this point, he's so corny. One fan wrote. Another wrote, he dated Erica Mena and he lied about flying private while flying commercial. Of course, this fool is very familiar with Tubi. I'm going to chime in. He got about 3 movies on there now. Roll Bounce, Medea's Big Happy Fan of Somewhere Else. Why don't he know about that? Is Bow Wow trolling his ex? Now, I don't know Bow Wow is trolling his ex. But, since we're about facts over here, I'm going to bring up Too Bad or Tubby. Okay, I'm gonna bring this up. Okay, so here we go, Bow. I'm gonna help you out. So you know exactly what Tubby is. Okay, let me do one last thing here, because listen, we gotta do better as a people. To educate each other on what we don't know. Bow, a couple of things, bro. So I'm gonna present this first. Okay, I'm gonna present the logo. Y'all give me a moment, because you just don't know sometimes. So Bow, that's what the logo looks like. Okay, all right. So we're gonna just leave it. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1008, 1009, 1010. That's the logo, Bow. Okay, so that's what Tubi looks like. Okay, that's what Tubi looks like. Okay, so we got that. All right, so we got the logo. Okay, all right. So now we're gonna get the actual website up. Okay, we're gonna get the website up. Okay, so this is important. Val should know about this because it's a huge deal. Okay, so this is Tubby. So you can stream. So Val, you can stream anywhere. So it's Android, iOS, Roku, Apple TV, Fire TV, Xfinity, One, Xbox, Samsung Smart TVs, Sony Smart TVs, PlayStation, and the web. You see all those right there, all of those, even on your PlayStation 4. Thousands of titles for free. And listen, what is Tubi? Right there. Tubi is the leading free premium and on-demand video streaming app. We have the largest library of content for over 50,000 movies and television shows, the best streaming technology, and a personalized engine to recommend the best content for you, available for all of your devices. We give you the best way to discover new content completely free. Is Tubi legal? Yes, Tubi is legal and free streaming video application. It is a legal and free video streaming application. Rather, to keep our service and legal free, we include ads, which monetize the content from our partners such as MGM, Lionsgate, Paramount, and Paramount provide to us. Is Tubi really free? Once again, yes, it is. So that is Tubi. Now, Val, you may not know this either. Right? So I want you to see this, Val, and I hope you're paying attention, because this is extremely important. Okay. Oh man, this right here, let me just drop it on you right there. Tubi, or Tubby, or Tubi as it really is pronounced, sees impressive growth with over 74 million monthly active users. Okay. Tubi, the Fox-owned free ad-support TV streaming service, or FAST, announced today that surpassed 74 million monthly active users, up from 64 million in February. The FAST service also reported nearly 4 billion streaming hours for the first half of this year. According to Nielsen's July gauge report, Tubi reached 1.4% of total viewing time, coming the second fast service to enter the rankings, next to rival Pluto TV, which is owned by Paramount, who is in $1.5 billion worth of debt, try to sell BET, and Tyler Perry, Byron Allen wanted to buy it, but of course Paramount rejected the deal, and Byron Allen put in a $10 billion bid to buy ABC. Just catch y'all up. The streamer is closely behind Pluto TV, which reported 80 million monthly active users in the first quarter of 2023. Tubi is now watched as much as a top 5 cable network as audiences continue to embrace our digital first 100% free streaming experience. Anji Sood, newly appointed Tubi CEO. So the growth at Tubi comes as more users are turning to fast platforms to shift away from more expensive premium subscriptions like Disney Plus and Netflix. Additionally, linear TV viewing continues to be out of date, with cable and broadcast usage dropping below 50% in terms of total share among U.S. viewers from Nielsen. Tubi boasts a content library of over 200,000 movies and TV episodes and nearly 250 fast channels. Also, the service has 200 original titles. So, Bao, I hope you know about Tubi now. So, I didn't know if you knew, but now you know. P&T Ross says, if I'm not mistaken, he's in one of the low budget movies. No comment. No comment. Listen, a movie is still a movie, okay? A movie is still a movie, all right? So now, Bao, you know about Tubi, okay? So, yeah, by the way, question, how's that radio thing going? Because Bow Wow tried to do a radio show, a morning radio show, and still hasn't materialized. I've been telling you, bro, like, go over to V103, talk to your boy Big Tigger, your bro Big Tigger, and let them know you won't be the fourth member of the Big Tigger Morning Show. Learn how to do radio first, then do it. Like, there's so many moves that you should be making that to tell you all your moves would be ridiculous. But listen, I got enough juice for me. So, but anyway, so with that being said, y'all, we got something to talk about. Okay, we got Janelle. I'll let y'all see it.
You can think I'm a bully, but honestly, saying that my shoes are fake, specifically my Louboutin collection is fake, is honestly the most offensive thing that I've heard. Not gonna hold you. Every shoe I bought myself, not on credit cards, bought outright, didn't have to lay on my back to get them. But listen, my collection is well documented. So here are just a few slides for the haters. I think I mean.
So we're going to get to that article. But for those of you who are wondering, who is Janelle Langford? She was on the recent season of Ready to Love, and she's a lot. She is a lot to deal with. I'm going to bring up her. I'm gonna bring up her Instagram right now. Let me stop sharing real quick, and I'm gonna bring up a post that she did. And when I tell y'all this post, there's so many ways to cut off your blessings, but I've never seen it this. Wait a minute now. I know, but here we go. So, Janelle says this chilling circuit journey has finally come to an end. Okay. I set out to show women that they could show up as their authentic self. I did that. I set out to disrupt the status quo of matchmaking and empower women of all sizes. They could have what and who they wanted. I did that. I set out to prove that you could honor your own standard of beauty, saying all the augmentations. I did that. I set to hold it down for the 40 plus girlies. I did that. I set out to show people that you can love God, stand on his word, and be incredibly flawed yet favored. I did that. Now, wait a minute. Remember that statement of how you can show people that you can love God, stand in his word, and still be incredibly flawed but yet favored. Remember that statement because it's going to be very important at the end. It is finished. To the cast of this season, we share a unique experience that lives only amongst us. Instead of fully supporting one another collectively through this tumultuous process, we allowed our egos to overpower us and rob us of what could have been a impactful moment. We could have done awesome things together as a collective. Instead, you allowed yourself to be manipulated by the machine, pseudo celebrity, and pride. The opportunity for excellence was truly missed, and we all played a part in this. Then castmates, one by one, with their bruised egos, took to Facebook groups of equally miserable people, struggling blog sites, YouTube channels that aren't monetized to talk about me and to lie when the truth was good enough. You didn't talk about your brands or businesses, not your love connections on the show, and not what you learned from the process, but me. So, yes, you are in fact obsessed, but it's okay. I forgive you. And I hope that in the midst of the rubble of this experience, you were able to find peace, real reality, your name, your real names, a functioning website for your pseudo business, a dictionary to increase your vocabulary, and board certified psychologists to help you unpack your childhood traumas and low self esteem. To Anthony Sylvester, Simone Slar, and Narwa Blue, respectfully, you are scum of the earth. The seeds of dissension you've shown, your lack of integrity, and your all around poor work ethic are benefiting for where you have found yourself in life at my footstool. May God have mercy on you for how you treated his chosen. Peace emoji, brown hand, hashtag ready to love. But she said she was of God, though, right? Mm-hmm. So, um, I'm gonna show y'all this article, and then I'm gonna give y'all my take because I got a lot to say. I got a lot to say. Just, uh, Janelle, Janelle. Make sure I found this right there. Okay, here it is. All right, y'all. So she says that she spent $60,000 on shoes. I don't regret it. So I'm gonna let y'all see that real quick right there. How do you start collecting shoes? You know, I don't think anyone ever means to collect shoes. You just end up doing it. You end up having so many of them that you have to have a better system to see them. I've always been a person who organizes their closet by color. And so I did the same thing with my shoes. It helps that you not overbuy because you know exactly how many shoes you have. So if I don't see any blue shoes, I know where I need to make my next big investment. Why shoes? One, because they can really make or break an outfit. Either you have a plain black dress. If you have a gorgeous pair of shoes on, you just up the style factor of your dress. It's your foundation. I also gained and lost a lot of weight over the years, and my shoes always fit. So it's the non-judgmental article in your wardrobe that's always going to be amazing. And yes, I buy a lot of clothes, of course, but that comes with the PR work. But shoes is where I make the most of my investments. So she says that she has 1,500 pairs of shoes, maybe more than that. But there was a time where I didn't have so much money. I was buying shoes like at $30 or $40 a shoe every week or what have you. Have your habits changed since then? Well, I tend to buy more expensive shoes now, or I don't buy them as often. When I do buy them, though, I buy two or three at a time. I just bought a pair of Gucci sandals yesterday and said I wasn't going to buy any more pairs of shoes. Before that, I bought two pairs of Louis Vuittons, a Python pair, and a leopard pair. That's already three pair of shoes for the month of December. That cost over $1,500. It's not very sporadic. It's The only thing strategic about it is I don't buy cheap shoes anymore. I'm not buying a shoe every month. I probably buy a pair of shoes every other month at a minimum. So she says, so it says here, how many shoes do you have in total now? I actually purge quite often. I tried to do it as much as possible last season. I gave away 30 pairs of shoes to an organization that was giving girl shoes for prom. I have currently around 120 in my closet, but I have a wardrobe with about 50 pairs that I either want to get rid of, sell, or get fixed. And she said the first time she wore shoes, as a kid, I remember the first time I fell in love with shoes when I was 5 years old. My parents bought me these little plastic play shoes. They were pink and green and had jewel in the front of them. By the way, for those of you who don't know, those are AKA color ski. Wait, I can't. And if you ever been around an AK or a group of AKs when they do that, it is a decibel that should be on the decibel scale because it's unfoundable. It's unfindable. Um, and I played dress up in them for hours and hours and hours. And I would play in my mom's high heels. So as a teenager, I remember walking around in heels really well. She was like, well, you used to do that as a kid. There's other young ladies who also did that as well. So she said she got bit by the Louis Vuitton bug a couple of years ago. And so her first expensive pair of shoes was Louis Vuitton Pick L new pumps. I want this okay for my birthday. I was turned 32 and no one had the new pair of my size. So, there it is. So she's a pump girl, all the Louis Vuitton she can own, da 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 da. We're almost done, y'all. And like I said, I'm not gonna lie, she's a beautiful person, but like, good lord, like $60,000 and all that. Oh, here it is. Here it is. So, how much money do you think you spent on your shoes in your lifetime? Way more than I probably should have. I mean, last year alone, I bought 11 pairs of Louis Vuittons, over $600 a pair, $721 with tax. We're talking close to $10,000 Louis Vuittons last year. Not even the other shoes over the course of my life, probably 50,000 to 60,000. Which is sad to actually think about those numbers. She says she's never gone to debt for none of her shoes, and none of the shoe purchases have ever been on a credit card. I don't believe in going to debt for luxury. Okay. I mean, listen. Yesterday there was a man who climbed upon the Ferris wheel at the San Monica Pier, and he screamed that he had a bomb, and people were running for their lives. That compared to $60,000 of Louis Vuitton shoes, no one cares, Janelle. No one. Like, and don't even try to come for me and say, well, if you don't care, why are you talking about it? Well, because it's a story that's in the public sphere of conversation. So that was my First Amendment right to take that. You know what I mean? So, like, I the new season of Ready to Love, Make a Move is coming out October 13th. Friday night, 8/7 Central, only here. Hashtag on keeping it real. Okay? The new season was coming in 3 days, Janelle. In 3 days. All you had to do was stay quiet for 3 days. 3 days. You would have been good. Well, actually, 4 considering the day. So 10, 11, 12, 13. 4 days, 3 days. Either way, you had a short amount of time to keep your mouth shut. But no. So, I can't play y'all the song. The story's not even on there anymore. Okay, but here's the scripture here. Behold, happy is the man who God corrects and therefore does not despise the chastity of the Almighty, for he bruises and yet he bounds up, he wounds and make his hands whole. So, at the end of the day, Janelle, listen, you have every right to feel the way that you feel, right? I'm sorry, I know y'all couldn't see that, but anyway, I thought I shared it. But anyway, You have every right to feel the way that you feel. But at the end of the day, like, Janelle, just stop. It can't be everybody on social media saying the exact same thing about you. None of these people on social media have ever met for them to all be saying the same thing, that you're a mean girl, that you're doing the most, and that you really are hurt on the inside. That can't be by accident. That can't be by accident. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, Janelle, just be still. Don't say nothing else. I know it's easier said than done. You know, your logic is, well, hey, y'all talking about me, I'm gonna talk about y'all. That's only gonna get you so far. And not to mention, you called Simone Slaughter, who is a supervising producer, Anthony Sylvester, who's the executive producer, and Norwa Blue, who is a co-executive producer, scum of the earth, and they ended up at your as your footstool. The scripture in the Bible says God will make your enemies your footstool. So you're calling them your enemies. Oh, last thing, Janelle. Last thing. Because you said that, it's not a huge flex to be on a show that that not a lot of people have the network for, right? You said that it wasn't a big deal, right? I want you to see something real quick, beautiful. I want you to see something. Hang on, y'all. I gotta get that back in here. Give me a moment. I want you to see something real quick. Because I don't know if you saw this on the Jasmine brand or not. But what does that say, y'all? Does that say Janelle Langford? It says owns Ray to Love star Janelle Langford. So guess what? For a show that's not that big of a flex and not a lot of people watch, they touted it owns Ray to Love star. So you're known by Ray to Love whether you like it or not. I just thought you should know. I just thought you should know. I'd like to educate you. Lord. PG Ross said, I hope they never come back to Dallas. They were all embarrassing. I totally agree with that. Listen, the show, it was what it was. I think Lee, Chris, and Aries were some of the most genuine people there, and yeah, it was what it was, just uh, it was what it was. PNT Ross says first chair, first soprano sound for being in choir. So I'm assuming that you went to all region and all states. So congratulations to you on that for sure. Yes, indeed. 8 people in the building. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. I appreciate all of you for being here. And yeah, those are all the topics. So if any of y'all want to come up, I'm gonna drop the link here. Let me invite, copy. Let's see here. Well, there you go. That's what's up. Congratulations to you there. Let's see. Can I pin the link? Yes, you can. All right, y'all. The link is pinned. If you want to come up, would love to hear from you and what y'all have to say. By the way, y'all like the setup? Y'all like the new setup? It's nice, right? Got the city going on, the background, got the nighttime music. We are in here. We are in here on a Tuesday night for Virtual Tour Live. So glad to have all of you. And Lord Jesus, I recognize something I did not do before, but I can go in and cover that up and stuff. But either way, glad to have all of you here. Hopefully, all is well with you tonight. And yeah, so if you guys want to come up, feel free. By the way, I'm just gonna be real with you. $60,000 on shoes alone. I know it's your money, right? However, there's no way in hell I'm going to get my wife an $18,000 bag. That's just ridiculous. Now, I'd rather take $18,000 and figure out a way to invest it so we can accrue and stack our money. If that shoe collection could bring her $250,000, I would. Now I know what I'm about to say, so I'm going to be very wrong, but I give two damns about it. I would take all of her shoes and sell them for $250,000. Actually, you know what? No, I will go to an appraiser, get each shoe appraised, and then whatever that money amount is, cash them all in, take that money, start investing, and allow your money to grow. So I probably wouldn't be Janelle's husband because she'll be so. You took my shoes. They were $60,000 worth. Like, you don't wear all of them. Like, valuing things is not everything, right? Those are all material possessions, and it's not like you could take any of those things with you. Like, what in the world? It's just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But hey, to each their own, though. So, like I said, and honestly, too, like I said, it's not that I don't like material things, right? I think material things just need perspective, right? They just need some perspective. That's all, right? That's like get. That's like you having a car collection. Now, car collection, over time, if it's an old car, yeah, it's an investment. They got showrooms and stuff and all the auto collections where they sell for millions upon millions of dollars. Now that makes sense, right? That makes sense. But in the same token, it's just like, oh Lord, oh man, I don't know. I don't think I would actually. I don't think I would do that though. There's no way. She likes that. That's good. Um, but it's just valuing things, y'all. That's all. It's not that. It's not that I hate things. And before everyone says, "Well, Braylon, you just said a car collection is worth money. Why not the shoes?" Guys, let me explain to you why I would give a little more grace to a car collection than a shoe collection. For one, P&T Ross is in the building. Welcome in.
Hey,
Hey,
how are
hey, welcome
you?
in. I'm good. Yourself?
I'm good. I have a question.
Sure.
So, what did the people say about Janelle?
hmm I can go back to the comment section. Let me go back to that real quick here, because they did have a lot to say
I'm
in the
sure they
comment
said some of the
section.
things we said, that she's a bully and she's cuckoo, but for her to come back about the the alleged high dollar shoes that she owns, that's no substance.
So let me read some of these here. Sonia Marie said, "Remember when they made fun of me on reality for not being able to afford designer shoes? My real estate portfolio on a shoe closet. Shoes are not flex; they are liabilities. No matter how you look at this, please do not listen to this. Designer brands mean nothing. They depreciate. Having a roof over your head, health, steady income, food on the table, clean water, shoes on your feet, people who love and support you unconditionally, and God." Is all that matters. If anyone's listening to this, please know that yes, you can own cute designer shoe. You can own cute designer ish, but never forget who you are. Never forget that. Never forget, but never ever forget that you are worthy, regardless of having designer brands. I love you. That has received 2,074 likes. This season is over. Go away from us with this. When Laura here said, "How you going to win when you ain't right within?" Her attitude was terrible. If everyone around you is saying it's a problem, take this as an opportunity to bury yourself. She kept saying people were judging her. Blah blah blah. Girl, Joseph, what? LOL. She wasn't the baddest one there by far. I actually liked her in the beginning. She even her style was nice. But as the show progressed, she just became ugly, possessive, and flat out mean. She really needs to do some self reflection, and maybe she tried to be more active. That will help. I'm just
Okay,
saying.
so I'm on point because I'm like, okay, so she didn't prove her point. by talking about shoes, I still stand that she was cuckoo for Cuckoo Puffs. I'm sure everybody else that was saying she was a bully still stands on that. And talking about some darn shoes, girl, who doesn't own something designer? It's not a flex. And who cares if you can carry designer bags, you can have designer jewelry and designer shoes, and if your inside is ugly,
Correct.
it don't matter how much money you wearing. You just paid the money for it, but you still ugly. It's your
Correct.
insides that count.
No, absolutely right. Hello, May '08 says 60 grand on shoes, but wore that same bust down wig the whole season. She's wearing strip eyelashes from the Dollar Tree.
Make
Um,
it make sense.
these these comments here just and Janelle did respond. Let me find the comment, y'all, because she of course took time out to say something. Let's see here. I'm trying to find it. Oh, and someone did say that she said that she doesn't have an apartment um, or a car, and they said, where's this one? Post your degree because I have questions since you can't pronounce specifically. So that was said. Let's see. I'm trying to find the comment where she said something. Oh, here it is. Janelle Langford said, "Imagine people caring and taking the time out to type that they don't care. Yikes!" And here it is here. And yet here you are, LOL. Exactly Wednesday D. Wednesday D. Exactly. People are taking seconds to write one comment, but yet she's taking hours to respond to each one of them. Um, and Ubering to castmates' homes just to fight at her big stay at age. Make it make sense. So those are some of the many comments in the Jasmine brand on Instagram. Um, listen, it is what it is. That's what she has to say, but that doesn't mean that it's right. So
And show us these receipts for all these damn shoes. Since you flexing. Can I see the receipts?
she did have a receipt. I took a screenshot of it. Um, let's see, she
She's
did.
empty inside. That baby needs a therapist. She needs a
Yes,
therapist.
indeed.
Cause she could have came back with a lot of things. She could have came back with her education. She could have came back with her job position. She could have came back with I thought I was ready to love, but I wasn't ready to love. It was a great experience. But she basically blackballed herself by coming after the production team because you the one said you couldn't find a man on your own. Come on, sis. You said you couldn't find a man on your own, so you went through casting to find love and still didn't find love because
So
of
that
your demeanor.
right. So this is what she said in her Instagram story. Honestly, the show is over. F off. That that's that's a way to get brands to support you. I know I'm trying. My phone
Hmm.
sometimes shows a little, but yeah,
Well,
okay, it's coming into focus. But yeah, y'all can see it right
she's
there.
never heard you
So
catch more flies with honey than vinegar because, boo,
yeah, yeah,
which,
that's
in my own opinion, never mind. I'm gonna keep that to myself. I'm
no.
gonna keep it to
Look,
myself because I
look.
don't want
This
to offend anybody. But
no, you're free to speak on here. Hey, Rosemary, welcome in. Faith Warrior TV,
I'm gonna
welcome in.
keep
By
that
the
to
way,
myself
this is what
because
Janelle sounds like. Look, Steve Harvey, name a book of the Bible, contested Jesus the family. Good answer. But we're gonna flip this around. Social media. You are a mean girl. Hang on, my phone. So social media. You are a mean girl. You need to look at yourself and sit down somewhere. Janelle says lies. Social media say we're not agreeing. So just flip this meme to Janelle, and there it is. Oh my Lord Jesus, Lord help.
She needs a therapist. She needs a good therapist.
Whew.
She needs a good therapist. Somebody. She needs a good therapist, a good girlfriend to say, "Listen, sis, you went on this TV show, showed all of your backside. You showed people that you cuckoo for cuckoo puffs, and you're a mean girl. And stay off social media until you get some real help."
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's just.
And I need
Whew.
the people in Vegas to pay the people because they're gonna pay more money out for the credit reports alone, the credit monitoring alone for that incident. So
Yeah,
just pay the people because people come
yeah.
to Vegas to sow their oats and to eat. And if the culinary people strike, you're gonna have a problem because that's
And
where a lot of money is spent.
right, and not to mention Peach Ross, they go out there to eat in more ways than one. You
See, I'm
know,
trying to get
in the ways that they want to eat. So, listen, it is the adult capital of the world, ladies and gentlemen. Um,
holy. Wait
listen,
a minute, listen. My friend, she went out there. She's a minister, and she was like, "Veronica, don't ever go to Vegas." She said, "Girl, I wish I would have had a vat of blessed oil." She said, "Cause honey, the stuff you see on the strip alone."
well,
She was like,
they had oil. They just weren't using it to praise God. It was just used for something else. That's all that was. Um, what? I need to stop.
"Yeah, they need to pay the people. They acting cheap because in one night alone, I'm sure they make enough money to pay the people. I'm sure they do."
No, for sure, for sure. Hey, Gigi, welcome in. Hey, Braylon, stopping by to say hello. I can't stay, but I'll try to get back before you end. Janelle's problem to herself. Little does she know. Oh yeah, and that part, right? Exactly. What's understood doesn't need to be explained. I mean, like I said before, when T Talk was over here for the review, I said, listen, there are people that go to the bunny ranch and there are bunnies hopping and ranches all over the place. And so she was like, "What's that?" And so when I texted it to her, she was like, "You know what? I'm done with you. I am done with you." So I try to cloak things for y'all because sometimes there are kids around, But if you just figure out what ranch is, I think y'all know what the bunny ranch actually means with that metaphor. So just
And let's talk about that poor soul Bow Wow. He needs a
yes,
therapist
indeed.
too. He needs a therapist also. He needs to get somewhere and sit down. Because every time you look up, he's in something. And I promise you, I was trying to think of the name of the movie. I was even trying to pull it up, but I think I couldn't find it. But I know I seen him in a movie. And actually, the movie was good because to me, it's you have to pick and choose your movies because some are good, some are bad. But
Right.
he was in that movie. I saw him.
So in the video it said roll bounce Johnson family vacation. I'm trying to think. Like Mike was on there as well. Um,
This is a Tubi original movie
okay,
that I'm talking about. I'm gonna try to find it
I got you.
because it was a bunch of stars in this movie.
Got you. Okay.
But that baby need Jesus. That's all it is. That baby need Jesus. Cause
Yeah,
next week he'll be harassing somebody else, doing something else to somebody, or in jail. I feel really bad for his mother, but at this point he's a grown man. He's been grown. I let him get locked up and stay locked up. I wouldn't even visit him because he's just a disgrace.
yeah. I mean, at this point with Bow, I mean, like I said, there's so many moves that he could be, doing. And of course, he has the Millennium Tour. Um, Bow, Usher's residency has been so huge. I mean, if he did the Millennium Tour residency in Vegas, easy money. I mean, easy money. But like I said, I can't give all of the moves away for Bow because it's like you got more resources to do stuff than I do, bro.
But
Like,
not only that, he has people in his corner that have been trying to help him stay on the straight and narrow ever since
yeah,
Jesus was a baby. He just refuses.
Lord hell, not since
And what's
Jesus was
even
a
sadder is
baby.
that he has a daughter. He has a daughter.
Yeah, yeah,
So you would think something would click in his little pea brain and say, okay, I shouldn't do this because I could be causing issues for my daughter down the line.
correct,
Because karma don't always come back to you. Karma sometimes goes through generations.
correct. No, that's very true. That is very, very true. No, I agree with that. And I mean, listen, at the end of the day, like, I don't know how he doesn't know what Tubi is. Like, I watch Tubi. Like, I don't watch it all the time, but
Right.
they got some original series on there that, listen, and for what it is, Tubi has provided a lot of actors a lot of work,
Right.
believe it or not, because people do get paid from Tubi.
Right.
So if anything, with Tubi, they seem to have more of a free-wheeling soul where you can experiment over there. Where
Mm-hmm.
if you give a project to a studio, everything got to be in alignment. Otherwise, they're not going to approve it. So bad with you, you should be having an overall deal with Tubi right now. I mean, they reach
Right.
74 million people. So, I mean, let's just put it like this. Let's just say you make a movie, right? And let's just use the YouTube standards of practice of 1,000 views, right? So let's just say that you got for 1,000 views $5 for every view. So $5, okay, $5 times 1,000. That's $5,000.
That's a
Now,
good bag.
right now, if we do 10,000, right, that's 50,000. Now we do 100,000 views. That's 500,000. Now we do 1 million for 1,000 views. That's $5 million, bro. Like, I'm telling you how to get your bag better than you getting a bag. What we doing here, Bow? What we doing?
He's unteachable. He's unteachable.
Man, I just.
When you
No,
have
you're
great
right.
that are guiding you and trying to help you, don't listen, you're unteachable.
Yeah,
You're unteachable.
yeah. I mean, honestly, dude, like, do you not know that your Uncle Snoop is represented by Michael Strahan from Good Morning America? You didn't think to ask Uncle Snoop, hey, could you talk to Michael Strahan or get me a connect so I can get represented? Because you do realize, like, Michael Strahan, like tonight at in about an hour on ABC, he's gonna be guest judging on Dancing with the Stars. He's on Good Morning America. He's got the $100,000 pyramid. He's got his own suit collection. He's got his own skincare line. He's on Fox NFL Sunday. Dude, like, Snoop Dogg was able to host Joker's Wild because that was his grandmother's favorite game show. Like, your uncle is supposed to be resting and he's out hustling you. You supposed to be nephew out hustling him. Like, what we doing?
That's because he's teachable and he wants it. He ain't out here gang banging doing stupid stuff. He out here about his coins. For some, Bow Wow thinks he's still 15 years old. Baby, you're not 15, 16 years old, and the culture is not as forgiving as it was when you were 14, 15 years old.
Correct.
And with his reputation, he's almost canceled because no one wants to be associated with that type of person. And when you think of it, all the great rappers that were out back in my day, I'm gonna say in my day because I just turned 50. Those people, they might not be mainstream rapping and going on, but they making movies, they making commercials. You know, they in their bags. But they can do that because they hustled when they needed to hustle, and they learned back when that they had to stop the foolery and be about their business.
Right.
But he's still in this play stage, baby. Play. You're gonna be one of them busted and disgusted unsung heroes. that's on Skid Row. Keep messing around.
No, I agree with you. I absolutely do agree. And it's not that people don't want Bow to do good, but it's like at some point, like if we are giving more of a damn about you than you giving a damn about you, at that point, it's like, what do we do?
Right. It's one thing for you to say, Veronica, I want you to go out here and make your bag. You get your bag. And I'm like, oh, okay. If I don't want the bag, I don't care how many times you tell me, Veronica, girl, go get your bag. Stay in your bag. I don't care how long you tell me that, how often you tell me that. If I don't want the bag, you telling me it's not gonna produce a paper bag, a paper sack, a plastic
Mm-hmm.
sack. Ain't even gonna produce a hole in the ground because
Right.
I own it. I gotta go out here and get it.
No, you're absolutely right. I mean, honestly, and listen, right now on WeTV, I think everybody knows Brat Loves Judy is outbeating Grown Up Hip Hop. I think we all know that. Um, Val, and I've said this move before, and I don't know why you haven't done this, but obviously, like P&T Ross said, you're not teachable. But dude, you're an executive producer of Growing Up Hip Hop. Take your manager Andy, go to WeTV and say, I want to do a deal with y'all to produce movies and TV shows. You say you want to do all this stuff, but yet, you know what? Okay. See, this is why when I get in the industry, like if you a celebrity and you want to meet with me, I'm gonna have to look at your social capital and see if I want to give any social capital into your social capital account. Now, if it's Taraji P. Henson, if it's Terrence Howard, if it's Morris Chestnut, oh, they can come in my office any damn time they want to. Especially if the women are single. Y'all, anytime, anytime. Y'all come by the Brayley Talk Show. It's in the I am available. However, for people like Val, listen, I'm gonna need some money. But why do you need money? He's Bow Wow. You Brandon Lee. I understand that. But do you see how I take every inch and make it a mile because I actually give a damn? If he ain't gonna be real in this, I'm gonna need money. So I can at least walk away with something. It's
Right.
just like a feature in music. You pay money to get that person featured on the track to give a verse or two, so that way your single can blow up. I'm that person that you put on feature, so that way your career can blow up, or at least start the fuse to blow up. So no, I'm gonna need money from Bow Wow's manager because I ain't taking a free meal with Bow. I'm not.
Yeah, he's destroying himself. Maybe one day he'll wake up before he go completely cool.
Yeah.
And it's such a shame because it's so I hate to see our young black men destroy themselves for the lack of commitment and drive and just to do better. Because those opportunities don't come to every black male. They
Mm-hmm.
don't come to every black person, period. So if you're giving that platform and that opportunity to do something great like that, you need to take everything in you and make sure it works for you and to lift someone else up as you climb up. You know how many kids out here want to be rappers?
Mm-hmm.
How many of them rapping and want to be rappers and that will never be a rapper, but God gave you the opportunity and you're not doing anything with it.
Correct.
You're not doing anything with it. And I hate that. I really hate that.
Yeah. No, I totally agree with you. And like I said, I think Hollywood's eventually gonna have to open up the doors for more people like us to come in and shake things up. Because at this point, if you got people laying on bags, there are people out here that are willing to get the bag.
Right.
Because I was talking to my dad about YouTube, and I was saying, because he was saying to me, "Well, Brain, you got no experience." I'm like, "Okay, well, let me go ahead and do what I've been doing. Let me just go ahead and show y'all that I got this thing."
Mhm.
Because right now, to be honest with you, I could take this over to Tubi and make this an original series where it's on 5 nights a week at 6 p.m. live on Tubi.
Right.
74 million people.
Right.
And guess what? It's a self-sufficient series where Tubi ain't got to pay too much. All they gonna have to pay for is marketing and promotion. That's it. And of course a salary, because I ain't doing it for free. But but what I'm saying is I'm willing to get the bag.
Right. Look at how many influencers were on Facebook and on IG, and they've taken that being an influencer to a whole new level
Correct.
of, and they making millions. And they started on YouTube, just talking about or showing their passion.
Absolutely. Absolutely right. No, and I agree with that. I think at the end of the day, we have to, and this is the thing too, right? I totally get Hollywood's point of view. It took this long for us to get here, so we have to be responsible for upkeeping it. I totally get it. I respect it. I understand it. But you can't be so damn tight with it that the car ends up rusted. It's just like you got a car for 100,000 miles. Well, that was my first car. Yeah, we've been through a lot together. I don't want to let it go. But the mechanic said the next time you turn it on, you might not be here. Well, it's still my car. Okay, do what you want to do. So it's just like Hollywood. Are you willing to let go of that car and are you willing to get a new car? Cause I mean, y'all got some mileage on y'all. Well, y'all need some new people, respectfully.
Yeah, I agree. But at the same time, then you have the Bow Wows, the what's her name? Patton. Is that her name, Patton? Um, that was in Girls Trip. You have people that do stupid stuff like that's just two examples that just came off the top of my head. That
Right.
makes, even though we going forward, we went 50 steps forward because of Viola, because of um godly, I went blank. I saw the lady and I went blank. Cicely Tyson. But then
Hmm.
you have these nuts that come through, and where we ain't went 50 steps forward, they taking us 1,000 steps back.
Correct.
Because you can't blame people for not wanting to deal with the foolery and shenanigans. I'm sorry, it's time out for that.
No, I agree with that. I absolutely agree with that.
Because everybody should be judged on fair, but I and if you with a foolery of foolery and shenanigans, that's it. All we got is our name. But once you mess my name up because you out here with your foolery and shenanigans, they're
No, you're absolutely right. I mean, at the end of the day, the only way people will ever take us seriously is if we take ourselves seriously. Like I saw this story today, and I did put it on the show because I honestly thought that the social content creator app Canopy was more important than this. But if you guys are looking for a new fast channel, Ebony TV by Lionsgate is coming. So that will be debuting very soon, actually. It will be debuting on not September, child. I'm sorry, y'all. It will be starring October 11th. So with access to Lionsgate expansive library of titles, The Vance channel will be available on Samsung TV Plus starting October 11th with programming that includes popular titles such as The Great Debaters, starring Denzel Washington and Forrest Whitaker, Snitch, featuring Dwayne The Rock Johnson, Dear White People with Tessa Thompson, and Beale Street Can Talk, Tyler Perry's I Do Bow by Myself, and Jackie Brown, starring Pam Grier. The channel features shows Are We There Yet? And Kevin Hart, What the Fit. By the end of the month, Ebony TV will be available on the Roku channel, Tubi, and Amazon Freevee. So there you go. Now, I could take this over to Ebony TV and make this a whole show. So that's what I mean by at the end of the day, I get that you guys are tight with it, but also too, y'all gotta drop the keys every once in a while. You do, because if you don't drop the keys, y'all not gonna have anybody new in the game, and that's just real talk. Hello, hello, can y'all still hear me? I'm not hearing being too raw, so maybe he might have dropped off there. Hello, hello, mic check, 1 2 1 2. Maybe being too raw is my left here. But we are still live on tour. 3 people in the building with us. Thank you all for being here. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'm so glad to have all of you here with us. We're just live on tour talking about a multitude of things. Of course, Bow Wow not knowing what Tubi was. And we talked about that. Also, in addition to that, we talked about a brand new app that's going to be helpful for content creators. You know what I mean? So, in addition to that, we also talked about Janelle. Hey, T Talk with your girl. Welcome in. Glad to have you here. We also talked about Janelle Langford from Raid. $60,000 in Louis Vuitton shoes. Thank God I'm not her husband, because I would take that, get it appraised, and get the money and split it up between us, and we both go invest money so we can make more money. But, that's neither here nor there. Then, of course, I told y'all about the FDA proposes crackdown on toxic chemicals in hair relaxers. So, yes, indeed. Not to mention, we talked about how the culinary union and some of the culinary workers will be doing strikes Thursday across different properties at MGM and Caesars, and also too that the city of Maine had details of the cyber attack and how it affected the residents of Maine. And then, of course, Joe Cobb, a Pine Bluff native out of Pine Bluff, Arkansas, was the first Voice of Soul train. So a full jam-packed show for you this evening. If you want to come up and talk about any of those topics that you saw on the thumbnail there, feel free to come on up. Would love to hear from you. And we're just chilling out here on a Tuesday night, as y'all see. It's not a new format per se, but I'm definitely upgrading a little bit. So you got the virtual background now with the nighttime skyline and things like that. I'm able to present things for y'all and play video and all that type of stuff. So yeah, glad to be here. And what's funny? I've been saying every time before coming onto YouTube this damn show. And I recognize that Wendy Williams would say that on her show with this damn show. So I guess what that kind of tells me, honestly, is at the end of the day that this show is a legitimate show. Like, basically, I'm just doing what Wendy Williams is doing. I'm just giving a little more soul to stuff that you may not know about. And honestly, like, I thought about this a while back. Like, would I ever do a daytime talk show of this energy? And I would say yes and no. I feel like if I had my way of executive producing the show, then sure. I mean, the topics that we talk about here, I would definitely do that combination on my talk show. But after a while, I'd be like, okay, well, what else is there? You know what I mean? Because it just can't be celebrity news all the damn time. But, that's neither here nor there. You know what I mean? So, well, welcome in, everybody. Glad to have all of you here on Virtual Tour Live. If you want to come up, just click the StreamYard link, and we will definitely talk. Being 2 Ross, I think, is still up here. I'm not hearing her mic at all, but she is up here with me, and glad to have her up here. And also, too, Ebony TV is coming your way. Is starring October 11th, and eventually it will be on it'll be on Tubi. Let's see here. Sorry, y'all. It will be on. Let's see. It will be on the Roku channel, Tubi, and Amazon Freevee by the end of the month. So, Lionsgate and Ebony Magazine have teamed up to do Ebony TV. Now, there is no announcement of any original shows yet, um, but it says some of the programming planned includes movies out of the 18,000 title library. So, yes, indeed, there. And hopefully, Ebony TV will do um, we'll do some original programming, because that would be kind of cool to be on Ebony TV. Um, let's see here. For the love of God, do not use Ebony TV by Lionsgate as your channel name. It sounds stupid and controlling. Ebony TV, period. I think that they will probably do that. Lionsgate says, Anonymous says, Lionsgate really got their foot in the fast game. Companies like them and MGM are able to thrive when they could in cable. I would say that's true, because, I mean, at the end of the day, if it is free and all I got to do is watch ads, I would not mind doing that, because at the end of the day, sometimes some of the best content is free stuff, especially if you find a movie or TV show that, like, why did I watch this when it was on TV? Well, because maybe it just wasn't the time for it to be on TV, or maybe you weren't paying attention to it. But now that you got free time, um, there you go. And the fact that content can be free, but yet celebrities could be paid. Oh, absolutely. Like, if I could get this show onto Ebony TV by Lionsgate, or if I could get this on Tubi, you know what I mean, or I get this on the Roku channel as an actual show, and they paid me from all the advertisements and everything, I would absolutely do it as an actual show. Are you kidding? Yes. So, listen, television has changed, and I often have said, when I go live with this show, I always say I'm on live TV, because I actually am on your TV. If you pull me up on your YouTube app on your TV, I actually am on TV. So, I think you have to allow yourself to recognize that the game has changed. You know what I mean? So, but yes, indeed, we are live here. Feel free to come on up if you would like to. And speaking of other news, Love Is Blind season 5 reunion sets the date for non-live special. Of course. So yes, it says season 5 of Love Is Blind is wrapping, and Netflix has planned a reunion special, but will opt out of pre-recording it rather than streaming live. Um, oh my lord! So yes, so the Love Is Blind um, reunion will be taped. It will not be live, because, as y'all know, it was a disaster live, and people had to wait for it for some hours. Um, you know what I mean? So, and in more news here, more than 2,300 film and television producers on Tuesday are delivering a message to the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers, Leave Us Out. The group delivered a petition to the AMTP president, Carol Lombardi. I'm guessing she might relate to Vince Lombardi from the NFL this morning, demanding the dropping of the P from the acronym of the organization that has just concluded a brutal negotiation with WGA. The Writers Guild of America is in the final stages of a SAG-Aftra deal after one of the longest strikes in Hollywood history. Um, whew, so, yeah, it's a lot going on here. Good Lord Jesus. Just, man, oh man, oh man. But yes, indeed, 5 people in the building. Thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. I really do love doing this show. I mean, it forces me to give y'all my best self on the show, and it pushes me because I try to think to myself like, what in the world can I do that would be better for y'all? So, yeah. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. So there's some more stories from TMZ. I'm going to pull those up for y'all so we can talk about those as we are still on the road to a great, great virtual tour live here. And of course, y'all know it'll be a new episode this Saturday night for Love and Marriage Huntsville, of course. So I will see you guys there at 9/8 Central. Then, of course, Ready to Love, Make a Move premieres this Friday. Don't know if we're going to do a after show at 3:05. I'm assuming we will, because I absolutely love doing that show with Queen T with GG9. Talk with Solana and Q. Love those people very, very much there. So yeah, a couple of stories here. Let me get myself to present. So let's see here. Let's see. Okay. So this one here. So y'all remember the story about the Titanic sub, right? So Titanic sub found more wreckage and human remains found after months of implosion. The remaining chunks of the Titan sub are still being picked up off the ocean floor, even months after it imploded, making all passengers pass away on board. More material from the tragedy was recovered last week, but got announced Tuesday by the U.S. Coast Guard, which says their marine and safety engineers have scooped additional pieces of the submersible from the depths of the Atlantic Ocean. As far as what they exactly recovered, the sub titanium end cap the other identified among the other unidentified parts. The Coast Guard says it also found more presumed human remains. The remains are going to be transported for further analysis. This marks the second plunge the U.S. Coast Guard has undertaken. The first was done way back in June when the 5 people inside were confirmed to have perished during the initial outing. Much of the submersible was found and looked awfully crumpled. Remember, the whole point of the mission through a private company, Ocean Gate, was to take tourists down to see the famous sunken ship, the Titanic. While it had completed successful dives in the past, this one proved to be ill-fated and deadly. Ocean Gate CEO Stockton Rush was among those on board. The other passengers who passed away included Paul Mary Hargelet, Hamish Harden, Sharlaza Dawood, and his son, Sulman. It's unclear if any more voyages are going to happen to look for outstanding pieces of the wreckage, but at some point the Coast Guard is expected to hold a press conference to address all their findings. So prayers up for them for sure. That was very tragic and quite sad indeed. As we roll on here with more topics, this one's kind of sad too. A 104-year-old woman, 104 years old, Oh wait, that dress. Oh my God. Okay. Anyway, that dress that y'all saw, this one right here, that one. Yes, Yes, that's wifey. Just want to show some love to her, whoever she is. But anyway, it says here, 104-year-old Dorothy Hoffner passes away days after skydiving, set a world record last week. My Lord Jesus. Dorothy Hoffner, the 104-year-old Chicago woman who set the record for the oldest tandem skydive, passed away in her sleep just days after the monumental jump. Hoffner made worldwide news just 10 days ago on October 1st, where she became the oldest living person to jump out of a plane when she went skydiving at Skydive Chicago. Um, and this is just quite a sad story indeed. The record is still being confirmed by Guinness, but Dorothy toppled the previous record held by 103-year-old Swedish woman who jumped in 2022, youngster. LOL. Let's see here as I continue with the story. As far as the timing, it appears to be nothing more than a coincidence. Dorothy passed away in her sleep. In fact, Hoffner was over the moon after the jump, telling local media, skydiving is a wonderful experience. There's nothing to be afraid of. Just do it. Even Skydive Chicago released a statement on Dorothy's passing. They believe that there's a lesson to be learned here about living. We're deeply saddened by Dorothy's passing. We feel honored to have been part of making her world record skydiving reality, the company said. Skydiving is an activity that many of us safely tuck away on our bucket list. Dorothy reminds us it's never too late to take the thrill of a lifetime. Rest in peace to Dorothy and her family there. Just, man, oh man, just sad all the way around. Lord help. And then this one, I saw this, I think on social media, as we see most things on social media, but it's called Ebony Alert: Outrage over New System for Missing Black Kids. Woman defends law author for missing black kids and women. Law author defends the change. So it says here the man behind the new Ebony Alert is defending the law in the face of tons of online backlash, telling us disparities and lack of resources missing kids force the lawmaker hands. California State Senator Stephen Bradford joined us on TMZ Live Tuesday and told us that the law was necessary because law enforcement wasn't doing its job when it came to assuring black youths who go missing. Bradford said that young black kids make up 30% of the state missing persons, despite black people only making up 13% of the state population. Pointing to the data as another example why he feels an Ebony Alert is needed. There's a media component to this too. Bradford said that missing black kids don't nearly get the amount of coverage, pointing to 2021 Gabby Paterno case. As questions about oversight, Bradford tells us how the new system will be monitored. The Golden State is rolling out a new system to report and find missing black children and women. Is completely separate from an Amber Alert. It's already causing backlash. Folks in California are outraged over the new statewide system dubbed the Ebony Alert, backed by State Senator Stephen Bradford, reacted to the first of a kind law as another form of segregation. Governor Gavin Newsom recently signed a bill into law creating the Ebony Alert, which goes into effect January 1st, which will be used for black people between the ages of 12 and 25 who go missing, plus young black women who report missing. The Ebony Alert is similar to the Amber Alert, as it calls for law enforcement to notify the California Highway Patrol if they need help finding lost children. Lawmakers say it encourages the media to report on missing black people. Problem is, the reaction on the internet is there should not be separate alert system for children based on race, with some folks saying, some folks claiming the change is a way for authorities to decide how fast they want to respond, while others saying groups will straight up ignore Ebony Alerts altogether. California lawmakers are being ripped for not thinking this through, and there are people wondering if there's going to be other alerts for different races, with one user proposing the one alert for Hispanic people that go missing. Yes, y'all see here. Crime is through the roof. The worst drug epidemic ever. Homelessness at all-time high in California. Let's focus on skills. This comes from Mario Lopez's Twitter account. California becomes the first U.S. state to ban Skittles and 12,000 additional products for cancer-causing additives. The second controversial bill, New Some Science Law, recently joined Mario Lopez's hated Skittles ban. So you cannot get Skittles in California. Good lord, good lord. It is what it is, y'all. Um, and like I said, I mean, I get the, I get the, I get the concept in theory, and for what it is, I will say that I think it was a good attempt. I understand what they mean by saying that maybe that there should be, um, a ebony alert because black kids are kids at the end of the day, but also too like guess what y'all do say that we do not get reported on, so a ebony alert, and even though they have the right to report how slow on it they want to or how fast they want to on it. Guess what? At the end of the day, if it's law, they have to report it. If they don't, there's major consequences. So I want to get onto that senator too harshly because at least he thought about us. How many times do we know to send people to government and they don't do anything? At least he tried to use his power for good. Meanwhile, the people that are complaining about what he did have never done a damn thing for anybody other than themselves. But yeah, oh my lord, we've been on the road here for 1 hour, 46 minutes, and 33 seconds here. I'm glad to have you all here on Virtual Tour Live. This is the first show with the new energy, as you can see in the background there. It is nighttime, and we are driving upon the highways and byways of the internet and social media. And yes, indeed, we're just chilling here. Glad to have all of you here. And let's see here. Let's see. I'm trying to see something because I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think there was a content creator that let's see. And by the way, y'all, there is a new phone call. Shirley is unsure about the truck and wants to find a new home. The phone calls keep on coming, okay? The phone calls keep on coming. All right. Lord help. Let's see here. I'm trying to see. They just run off. Okay. Just trying to see the big news. Um, I think brown skin girl had a kid. I think so. Oh wait a minute, they're live now. Sorry. Let's see. Also, brown skin girl had a baby girl. Congratulations. Congratulations. Yay. Congratulations. See, isn't it good to celebrate good news? That is so good. Oh, good news, y'all. Good news. Good news. Good news. So happy and proud. Yes. I'm looking at a comment, y'all, on my YouTube channel. By the way, y'all are real in my comment section, and I'm so here for it. Like find things that y'all find things that I don't look for in my videos, and I really do appreciate y'all. Like whenever I put the Love and Marriage Huntsville videos out, it may take a minute for y'all to find it, but once y'all find it, y'all are dug into it, and I try my best to give y'all good commentary and stuff. So I'm trying to think if there's any other hot topics out there. I think that's all of them. I think. At least I think so. Um, but yes, indeed. And of course, as y'all know, the war in Israel is happening, and so Floyd Mayweather um, felt compelled to help after the Hamas terror attacks. The boxing legend arranged to send his private plane chock full of supplies to the front lines of Israel. Team Z Sports is told Floyd, who teamed up with relief organization Israel, arranged to send Air Mayweather to the Middle Eastern country this weekend to deliver supplies. We're told they're planning to bring everything from food and water to bulletproof vests for the Israel Defense Forces or IDF and civilians. Mayweather's pilots AJ Ramsey, Chris Javier, Sam Christian, and Freeman Blankley will be flying the planes and trek thousands of miles across the world. It's not the first time that Floyd helped in a disaster. In fact, over the summer, he helped 70 families with food, shelter, and transportation after the Maui fires. Um, so there you go. Shout out to Floyd Mayweather for doing the right thing and for standing up for human rights. That is awesome stuff. And yeah, well, as the numbers dwindle down, I think it is time for a little something something called the Daily Motivator. And let me do this real quick. Let's see here. Great. Day.com. I think this will be the first time that I actually will be able to bring up the Daily Motivator with y'all and read it aloud with y'all. This is going to be really cool. Y'all give me a moment here. Bring up the Daily Motivator here. All right, so this is it. No one, Eleanor Roosevelt said, you can feel inferior without your consent. Never give it. Merriam Wright Element. So it says for Tuesday, October 3rd, 2023, it all comes back. The most profound joy is in giving joy. The most profound joy is in giving joy. The most inescapable pain is to cause pain. Your actions affect your own life in the manner and to the cumulative degree they affect others. That can be a beautiful experience or a terrible, unbearable one, depending on the nature of those actions. Offer to the world whatever you seek to obtain, and amplify the goodness accessible to you by sharing it far beyond you. Be mindful of the very real connection between you and all of life. Wherever else your behavior is directed, it's surely directed also at you. Make wise and beneficial use of the connectedness that's always present in life. Act as if anything that flows from you flows back in even greater measure. For that's certainly not the case. Send out love, joy, encourage, joy, and meaning. It all comes back to you, Ralph Morrison. I appreciate that so much. I look at life like this, boomerang. It's all coming back to you. So at the end of the day, whatever you're going to do for good, give good, right? That's one thing for sure. The second thing is you have to find it within yourself to know what you have to give and what you don't have to give. And sometimes we try to give as much as we can to people, not recognizing that we just don't have it. And finally, everything takes time. An overnight success takes about 10 years. So give yourself time to get there where it can all come back to you. And so, with that being said, it's time for the best outro on YouTube. If I do say so myself, know what you do and do what you know. Never say you want more special because you are always born a blessing. Trust you may not be where you want to be. By the end of it, you'll be where you need to be. Do what you've been chosen to do. Why it's one thing to call yourself, is another thing to be chosen. One love, much love, all love. I have spent time with you. You have spent time with me. And hopefully, by spending time together, we'll be able to rise up to be great together. And always remember where you do radio, television, YouTube, living your best life, or just allow yourself to know that what you give will come back to you in time. Make sure the replay is not just worth you to watch it, not just worth you to listen to, but if you want to experience it again. I love you. I value you. I embrace you all. See you real soon. Good night, everybody.